this is what they trying to say Cassie was doing with Diddy. For real. Let's just start it off right. They trying to say this is what Cassie was doing with Diddy, man. So Diddy was paying another grown-ass man to do this with Cassie. Do you agree that this is what happens? Right, number one, or if you think that this is some BS, right, number two. After what I heard in court today about the whole Diddy trial, I'm starting to think Diddy might be innocent. We all know Diddy's in trial right now, and today they decided to call up Cassie. Now, Cassie, I'm going to say, first off, I feel should not be in this trial at all. The reason I feel that is because she took a settlement for her trauma and or pain, and that should not be connected to the crime. Now, if you agree, right, agree, you disagree, right, disagree. But nonetheless, she was in trial today. Now, regardless of what you feel about Diddy, let me lay it out so you can make your perception. So Cassie was the star witness of the day. And it would make sense to have her here, especially after all the damaging things that came out yesterday with her quote-unquote male friend, Diddy, and Cassie. Oh, Phillips said he was paid $3,800 just to have, interactions with Cassie, $700 just to dance and strip. You know what I mean? He got some good prices, man. I need to figure out where he working at, but that's what he charged. And on top of that, this money was swiped by Cassie's card, only Cassie's card. She trying to say that they was both in a relationship situation where she sometimes wanted to participate, but Diddy would push it so far. And then even though she swiped her card for paying for these hours, it's not like that. He took it too far. So is this not a couple that's just freaked out and like doing certain things? Or is this more about a person forcing you? Because how am I forcing you if you pulling out your card and you swiping $4,000 willingly? That's where it gets thrown off. Because if a guy throwing it out there, he going to be quick to throw out his card and quick to line it all up. But they saying she jumped out there and threw the card like, no, freak me in. It's easy to blame everybody for what you involved in, but when does a Cassie take accountability for the things that she was involved in? Kind of like, so look at it like this. Cassie says she had to, keyword, she had to take drugs to disassociate from what's happening and to become emotionless. When it comes to accountability, no, you taking drugs on your own. You know what I mean? Nobody really dumping them down your throat. And when you break them down like this, it kind of throws it off a little bit. Earlier, she also said that she participated in some of that Miley Cyrus. You know what I mean? She definitely has some purple dolphins, some pink dolphins. You know what I mean? And she also has some of that on that white girl. You know what I mean? And she also took some special, which is a little crazy because I haven't heard about that in a long time. And GH Bizzle and some mushrooms. So these are all the things that she decided to use to suppress her reality. Something else that we will find interesting is that they didn't want Cassie's husband in the courtroom while she talked because they're going to question him as well about things that happened post-2018. And this was the first time that the prosecution even found out that this was going to happen. Now, I think that's a critical point because I want to know about the husband too. Before Cassie even got into this situation, guys, and Diddy and her were done, we have to look at the fact that she left one of the most powerful men in hip-hop, okay? And regardless of what they went through, we see some things that happen on camera. But she ended up with a dweeb. The dude, you went from a powerful black man in the hip-hop culture to a regular dude that's a personal trainer. Now, some females will probably be like, it's about what's inside. It's not about what's on the outside. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the difference in what happened. Lifestyle change and everything. Cassie probably got left with about $1, maybe $2 million at the end of the whole deal with him, and I feel like that's well-deserved. She never had no real music out or nothing that would really solidify a career but one song. Now, he was a personal trainer. Now, I don't know on average what a personal trainer can make in California, let's say, but let's just throw out a number, $500,000 to $1 million. And let's say he was doing real good, let's just say $2 million. Y'all went up from at least $8 million to almost $30 million if we listen to what Ye said or if we listen to what people's assumptions are. I want to challenge everybody in the comments right now to caption this photo right now of you, Just giving your ex all this money and she came back pregnant in the courtroom. Scandalous. I know we having fun, but let's get back to the main part at hand. What Cassie was really doing with Diddy. Now, they're trying to say that Diddy really enjoyed when other men would come around and do exactly what you see on the screen with Cassie. So the question was, did you enjoy to get R. Kelly'd on? Defense said objection. Judge said grounds, and they had to overrule it because they had to ask that question. She said it was disgusting, it was too much, I choked, and no, I didn't want it. Why were you choking? It was too much in her mouth. That's the wild part. What do you mean, why are you choking? But anyway, who else did it? They said Sean too. And did you want Sean to do it? I didn't want anyone to do it, but how often did it happen? Often enough. See, it's parts like these that scare me. How can you enjoy something often enough? And some people will go, she couldn't leave, and he made her not go. And you know what? They might be right. What if we found out that that whole video that we seen with him running down the hallway was just a rendition of her trying to actually get away? So then what if it made you go, that's why she didn't leave, because if she left in that situation, he would have chased her down the hallway with the towel on. But I feel like that is not what we're here for. It's very easy to get distracted by, oh my God, he hit her. That has nothing to do with what the trial is about, though, at all. The trial is about a whole slew of other things that involves him paying to bring women in and drugs and all this other stuff. So that's like why I did this whole circle with y'all to go, why are we even here? Why is this the base of what we're talking about? And when are we going to get into the part of him, hiring all these people? Let's be honest. This guy was at the top of his career. There are women that would leave with Diddy willingly right now. No problem, no money. So I'm having a hard time trying to put this all together and believe that this man just said, I have access to the world. Power is money, and money is power, and fame is power. Right? And I'm not going to say he didn't do some things that were probably questionable, but we are forgetting that this was the most powerful man in hip-hop at the time. And women would line up and they would want everything that Cassie didn't do, they would do. So at this part of the video, I need to know what y'all feel. I've given y'all my opinion this whole video, man, and I made sure I just narrowed it all in, no fluff on the video, okay? Let me know y'all opinion, man. Let me know how y'all feeling. What is it looking like for y'all? Also, make sure you subscribe and hit the top bell, all right? I'm trying to get us to 70K in the next 60 days, so see you on the next one. I'm out of here.